Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh.
And I will call this regular Board of Moffett County Commissioners to order Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. And I would move to approve the consent agenda, striking item G, as it is not ready to be signed.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And a little out of order, but sorry, motion to, I would also move to approve the agenda as presented with that correction.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right. Now we'll move into public comment. If anybody has anything that they would like to discuss, or I guess not discuss, but share with us. Tracy? Good morning.
Morning, Commissioners.
I'm here to present some election-related news. I represent two people. Allison Anthony could not be here this morning, so she asked me to share a few things with you, and she will email some copies of her list to you so you have active emails or links, so she can do that later. So the first thing on Allison's list, there was a report showing that FBI headquarters interfered with the Chinese election interference probe in order to shield Christopher Wray from political blowback. So we have the FBI messing around with election stuff again. Number two, news from Hawaii. Counties are required to keep a complete and current count of all ballots received, starting when they are picked up from the drop box or the post office. That's not happening. Hawaii's own records do not match the records maintained by the counties. Number three, Trump's new searchable national citizenship system could change U.S. elections forever. The program is designed to help state election officials cross-check voter registrants across the country to ensure that only U.S. elections are able to cast ballots. And that's a law in Colorado as well as federal. Number four, there's a link to Christopher Wray talking about election interference. Number five, the Justice Department has taken the unusual step of asking at least 9 states for copies of their voter rolls, and at least 2 states have turned them over, according to state officials. The Department of Justice's voting section has accused states of inadequately verifying voters' identities or not doing enough to maintain accurate voter rolls. Those inquiries went to a mix of Republican and Democrat-controlled states, including Colorado. The most extensive request came to Colorado, where the Justice Department asked Colorado's Secretary of State to turn over all records relating to the 2024 federal elections, as well as preserve any records that remain from the 2020 election, a request several voting experts and officials said was highly unusual. Number 6, there's just a link to more on the smurfing issue, and if you don't know what that is, you can find out. And I would remind the commissioners that we did ask our clerk to preserve all 2020 election records because it was such a contested race. So theoretically, we have our 2020 election records still, hopefully. So that's all I have from Allison. Oh, by the way, I'm Tracy Winder, and I'm a resident of Craig in Moffett County. So I ran across an article this week about Azure, Azure, which is the Microsoft Cloud program. And I found this very interesting. In this story, it says, quote, "The Microsoft Government Azure program outsources its tech support to Chinese foreign nationals, which means that Chinese nationals and the Chinese Communist Party are getting direct access to all classified information across our government and have direct access to the Department of Defense cybersecurity infrastructure. All classified information that is transmitted over U.S. government cyber systems is being intercepted by the CCP, and it's been happening for 10 years. So what does this have to do with elections? Where are our voter rolls hosted? Microsoft Azure. Where is election night reporting hosted? Microsoft Azure. Where is the centralized, federalized, internet-connected, cloud-hosted spider in the web who touches all aspects of elections? In Microsoft Azure. What is the government's favorite platform? Microsoft Azure. Who runs Microsoft Azure? China. Who's been telling you about this and other things for years? Your friendly neighborhood election integrity group. That's us. Since elections are considered critical infrastructure, that means that all of our election machines and processes are currently illegal under federal law based on what I just told you. Since Colorado law says we must use these components and systems, the counties are going to need to stand firm in complying with federal requirements, which are designed to protect the integrity of elections. We have less than a year to get this right. I hope you and other county commissioners and clerks will make some right decisions. That's all I got.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else for public comment? Any general discussion from the board?
No.
No?
No, nothing.
We have a public hearing at 8:45. Rachel, do you think we have time to get you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move forward to Human Resources, Rachel Bauer, for our Veteran Service Officer employment.
Morning. So today I'm requesting the board's approval to fill 2 veteran service officer vacancies with Moffett County. We did post both openings and both have closed. Through the first job opening that closed on June 9th, we did receive 2 applications. And then the second internal posting, we did not receive any applications from that opening. We did interview the 2 applicants from the first job opening. The first applicant was Mark Wick on June 30th, and James Brumbelow was interviewed on July 1st. We do believe that these candidates have the potential to contribute meaningfully to the department, help meet the current demand for veteran service in our community. Pending the board's approval, the employment offer we propose to offer under the following conditions. The starting salary ranges from $15.37 to $18.44. Both are part-time positions, non-exempt. They would have access to the employee clinic. And as far as hours each week, that would be 20 hours for each of them, not to exceed that maximum there. The start date would be as soon as the availability of both candidates. So yeah, today I'd like to respectfully request authorization to proceed with filling both of those vacancies.
So,
Mhm.
just for clarification, in the past, we've only had one position here, so we're adding a position
Correct.
to this to have 2 people in place and hopefully have a longevity of this position. But if one leaves, does not mean we're hiring a second person. I think that's important in our conversation. Just because we're hiring 2 now doesn't mean that if one of these candidates leaves or doesn't take the job when we offer it, that we are automatically going to fill a second position. We are doing this because we've been
Right.
through some transition over the last few
Sure.
months. So I guess I don't want to set a
Had a hard time
precedence.
filling it.
Yeah, had a hard time filling it. So now we have two candidates. Let's bring them both to the table. They both bring a different set of skills, knowledge, all that stuff. And so, but I think it's important to put on record that we're adding a position because of the current circumstance, but that doesn't mean that 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, somebody quits, that we automatically fill that position. Government's famous for continuing to add positions. I feel like this is very clear. We need to be very clear on this for everybody's sake.
That's the way it was started, so.
Yep, yep.
And I'll just add that it is reimbursed by the state and
Mhm.
we've been getting reimbursed at about half of what we could. So it's not adding anything in that way that's above and beyond.
Right.
All right.
Okay, Chair, make a motion to approve fill the two veterans officers vacancies. Mark Wick and James Brumlow.
Second?
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Thanks for your work on.
Yeah,
getting
thank
that
you.
all-
Appreciate it, Rachel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Dan, can we do that, yours in 4 minutes? Maybe. Then we'll just recess for 3, because now
Yeah, I would.
Dan. to order and let the record show that for today's public hearing regarding the proposed July 2025 supplemental budget, which was posted in the legal section of the Craig Daily Press on Wednesday, July 16th, and posted on the Moffett County website and on today's agenda. Once the public hearing has been declared, I will ask Kathy Nielsen, Moffett County Finance Director, to present the proposed July 2025 supplemental budget to the BOCC. Once Kathy's completed the presentation, the commissioners may ask questions or make comments. I'll then ask the audience if there's anyone who wants to testify either for or against. Any interested elector in Moffett County may testify once the public hearing has been declared and all information has been presented. For those who want to testify, you'll be asked to approach the commissioners, state your name for the record, and you'll be given 3 minutes to present your case either for or against. Erin Miller will be the timekeeper today, and she will notify the BOCC and the speaker that 20 seconds remain before your time is up. No decisions will be made during the public hearing. This is an opportunity for you to provide testimony in favor of or in opposition of the proposed request. Once all testimony has been heard and public hearing will be declared closed, and we will go back to regular session. I will then refer to my fellow county commissioners to consider approval of the July 2025 supplemental budget and any associated resolutions. All right, we will declare this open, and Kathy, if you will present the supplemental budget.
Okay, our request for the July 2025 supplemental is as follows. The Finance Department requests an increased spending authority for the budget transfer to jail in the amount of $60,100. The amount changed after the 2025 COLA was added to the jail's budget, but our Software Central budget was overlooked and not updated. So it was in the budget book, but it just didn't get updated in the actual software. So there's no change in contingency. The sheriff's office requests unexpected revenue of $26,900 from the sale of 5 patrol vehicles to be utilized in equipment miscellaneous. Fire control. The fire control department requests an unexpected revenue of $10,346.32 from the state fire relief fund to be utilized towards call-out wages and operating supplies. Pest management. The Development Services Department requests to transfer $20,000 from equipment vehicles to Fairgrounds building. The Fairgrounds Department requests to transfer $14,233.39 from miscellaneous equipment to repair buildings, lease payments, and cemetery miscellaneous equipment.
So hold on, look, pest it's not classified right?
It's Roy and Neil, have
Capital.
talked to Jesse for capital. It's out of capital.
And what we had done is the reason for we had proposed in the original,
Oh, the
for them
fairgrounds.
buying the
The fairgrounds building under pest management? What is that under?
Yes.
It's out of the money put aside for the lease. They were going to purchase a vehicle and instead they leased a vehicle. And because of the savings, we saved so much money for the lease that Fairgrounds is needing to repair some of their buildings. So they're going to use that savings for its repair in the building.
From pest management, okay.
So
Budget,
you-
yes.
Capital.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it's kind of all.
Yeah, yeah.
Reallocating a little bit of that money that, since we went from purchasing to lease. Okay. I think I was at Fairgrounds Department, requested transfer $14,233.39 from miscellaneous equipment to repair buildings, lease payments, and cemetery miscellaneous equipment. Development Services requested transfer $45,000 from equipment vehicles to fairground buildings. And that's pretty much, and I don't remember where that's coming, but
That's-
still from the
yeah.
purchase to the leased dollars. Parks and Recreation Development Services Department is requesting to transfer $70,000 from equipment vehicles to equipment miscellaneous and capital improvements for projects needing to be completed in 2025. The Finance Department requests an unexpected revenue of $175,538.50 from the sale of a county property to be utilized towards future capital projects. Road and Bridge requests an unexpected revenue of $60,720 from an oil company to be utilized towards reimbursement of mag chloride treatment costs. Road and Bridge Department requests an unexpected revenue of $22,885.95 from the State Fire Relief Fund to be utilized towards building repairs. Public Health Department requests an unexpected revenue of $10,000 from the CDPHE to be utilized towards the purchase of life jackets and helmets. There are some smaller increments that I didn't read, but kind of just highlighted the larger amounts, 10,000 above. So that gives us unexpected revenue of $309,555.97, transfers of $160,933.39, increased spending authority, $60,100, downward supplemental of $7,089.82. So our total adjustments to the budget would be $537,679.18. Contingency did not change. It's a balance of $625,000. Our emergency reserve stays the same, $1,380,130.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
No.
Okay. All right. I will now ask if there's anyone in the audience who wants to testify either for or against our July supplemental. Anyone in the audience like to testify for or against? All right, hearing no additional testimony, I will declare this public hearing closed and refer back to my fellow commissioners.
Thank you. Chair, I'll make a motion that we approve resolution number 2025-69 in the July 22nd, 2025 supplemental budget.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Now, Dan, we'll move to Road and Bridge.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so with the high cost of new equipment, we've decided to start refurbishing equipment with certified rebuilds whenever possible. We have a 1989 D6 Caterpillar dozer that was due for replacement this year. But rather than replacing it, we want to get it rebuilt. A complete rebuild by Wagner Equipment in Hayden is estimated at $207,514.26. The rebuild will come with a 5-year, 5,000-hour warranty. And enclosed is a list of components included in the rebuild. Just for comparison, the last dozer we purchased was a slightly used D7 in 2021 that cost us $581,737. The last D6 we purchased was in 2007, which was $272,000. And the 89 that we want to rebuild was $124,763. So it's actually costing more to rebuild it than it did to buy it new. I did talk to Wagner the other day, and just a midline D6 right now is right at 600,000. So, I mean, we really can't justify buying a new one when we can rebuild an old one. So basically this is a single source, so we're going to take it to Wagner and Hayden. So I would ask that the commissioners waive any bid process for this.
How many dozers does the county own?
4.
4 of them?
Yeah, 3 of them are down right now.
3 are down?
How long do they anticipate for the rebuild?
Talking a couple of months. And if it goes good and we still have the money in the budget, because this is the last time I thought it was gonna be, then we'd like to take that other D6 in. It's got a lot more hours on it. Gets more use, so that's the plan. If this one works out, then, and then in the future for motor graders, they're $700,000 now. We'd like to start rebuilding those. And if we can get another 20 years out of them, it just makes sense to me.
Jeff was looking before we came in here, and dozers online, like if you were trying to buy from an auction with 1,500 hours or $430,000
Yeah.
with 1,500 hours. I mean, so we're going to have pretty much a brand new dozer for $200,000. I mean, it's saving us 230 grand. So
And I've got an email I just got from Wagner last week, and they're gonna actually increase that warranty to 5 years or 6,000 hours. Just because we don't use it that many hours, but we'll get a little more warranty than they originally had said. And that warranty is complete drivetrain, you know, it's just like a new warranty. You don't get any warranty on wear items, but.
right.
And so this would be for waiving the bid process as well as contract approval when
Correct.
when it's submitted and reviewed. Any further questions?
Are you wanting 2 separate motions, or are you wanting 1 motion?
I think either would work. We do have to waive the bid process first, so
Yes. Do you want 2 separate motions?
yeah, let's do them.
Chair, I would make a motion that we waive the bid process for the rebuild of 1989 D6 Caterpillar dozer.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second for waiving the bid process. Any further discussion?
Yeah, with this, did they go in and do any other wiring or any of that kind of stuff in them? Did they replace
Yeah, that's from the ground up.
from the ground up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the hydraulic hose and stuff,
Right.
while they're in there, they replace those, and
Right,
anything that's questionable,
okay,
tear the engine down, new radiator,
right.
transmission.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next.
Chair, I make a motion that we award the bid to Wagner Equipment in Hayden for the estimated cost of $207,514.26 for the rebuild of that same 1989 D6 Caterpillar dozer that comes with a 5-year warranty, 6,000 hours.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. I would ask, just, will you come back to us on the other one when it?
Yeah.
Let us know how this one worked out as far as
Yes.
final cost on that. Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
I believe that is it. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, August 12th, right here at 8:30 a.m. and we are adjourned.
Dan.
Those are for $400,000. You'd have to go haul it.